Carolyn Nichols, certified holistic nutritionist here at the Energy Shack to give you truths that you need to know today about our kidneys. Our kidneys, such an incredible organ, small, tiny little organ. We've got 2 of them. And the reality is, though, is that more and more as I meet with people, I'm realizing that we are having such a rise on kidney failure. Why is that? Well, the kidney functions in a few different ways, but I want to make this short and sweet for those who are listening today, because if you are having any issues with your kidneys, whether that's kidney stones or a kidney not functioning at 100% as it should be, whether you're having urinary tract problems, first of all, get on our website, click on consultation/videos, fill out that form, and myself or one of our nutritionists will be in touch with you within 48 hours, because kidneys can regenerate. But once they do start going down in function, it is very difficult and you have to be very aggressive at getting that function back up. But guess what? We have had great success here at the Energy Shack. So a couple things: if you are diabetic and you're taking insulin, I want you to know that your kidneys are so taxed. And so people that are on insulin for long periods of time are almost always going to end up with some sort of kidney failure, whether it's complete kidney failure or whether it's just a few percentages down of the function. And believe me, even if you're not taking insulin injections, your medication for diabetes have insulin in it. So don't fool yourself with saying, no, I'm just taking meds. The insulin is in there. So that's one thing. So what you want to do is get in touch with us so you don't have to be a diabetic anymore. And even our type 1 diabetic clients, every one of them have reduced their insulin drastically. So get in touch with us on that. Now, for those who are having some kidney issues, I want to give you a couple things to know. In fact, 2 things that I want you to really think about. Number 1, what's your protein intake like? Because your kidneys are one of the main organs for flushing out that protein. So if there's too much protein in the bloodstream, your kidneys are taxed. And I'll tell you, your body's pulling calcium to help flush that protein out. It's quite draining for the body and for the kidneys, and it has to do a lot of work. So if your kidneys are not functioning optimally, you will want to reduce your protein intake. And I recommend you come off all flesh foods. No meat, no chicken, no dairy products, nothing that has a lot of protein. Believe it or not, but we do not need as much protein as you may think in order to do our everyday functions, to grow our muscles. Of course, almost every function of the human body requires protein, but most of us are having way too much protein, and it's turning into waste that your kidneys have to flush out, and it becomes a problem. So number 1, look at your protein intake and reduce it. And if you don't know how much you should reduce it, get in touch with us. Number 2, potassium. Kidneys have a major role to play in regulating the amount of potassium that's in the body. So you do not want to have a high potassium diet. Well, that might make you start thinking, doesn't plant-based food have potassium? You have that absolutely correct. All your green leafy vegetables, especially your spinach, your Swiss chard, they're loaded with potassium. Your dried fruits, your dates, your dried apricots, loaded with potassium. Coconut water, very high potassium. Avocados, in fact, have a look at this list. These foods are super high in potassium. So if your kidney is not functioning at 100%, you're going to want to get rid of those foods from your diet. Now, if I'm asking you and recommending that you eat plant-based, what is there left to eat? Well, believe it or not, but we customize with a plant-based diet for a low potassium diet and still getting all the nutrients you need to help your kidneys breathe, function, and come back alive. And now I just want to share with you a few remedies that you could do. Number 1 remedy, lemon. Your kidneys love to be cleaned by lemon. There are amazing properties inside lemon that help to rejuvenate the kidneys. So I recommend that you start your morning with the lemon water flush. Do not drink lemon throughout the day, but at night, make yourself a nice, really easy vegetable soup or just a soup broth. squeeze some lemon in it, and drink that before bed so that lemon can go to work while you are sleeping. The other remedy that I would recommend is that you'd want to get on some sort of herbs like dandelion. Make a tea out of that. So if you could have the dandelion herbs, that has incredible medicinal properties to help rejuvenate the kidneys. Now, you can also make this incredible paste. Once you make this paste, you can put it together and put it right on your kidneys, and believe it or not, but right through the pores of your skin, you can help your kidneys function. So if you're ready and you are a member of the Energy Shack, here is the remedy now.